Good morning, RCS families and staff. Happy Friday. We did it. Another week of online learning completed. And we, as a community, have shown that we can rock at anything we put our mind to, even remote learning, something we wish we did not need to excel at. This speaks to our strength as a community. Our collective spirits have been put to the test, and by working together, we have found great success. And I can't help but draw a correlation between the roots of our faith and our success as a community. Would we be so successful without the strength of our faith? Today, if we were in Mass, the reading would be the loaves and the fishes. Do you remember the gospel reading? If not, let me remind you. One day, Jesus was by a mountain. It was almost the time of Passover, and Jesus went up the mountain with his disciples and sat down. A crowd of 5,000 people had come to listen to Jesus teach. So Jesus turned to Philip asking, "How will we get enough food to feed all these people?" Philip answered, "Don't you know it would take almost a year's wages just to buy only a little bread for each of these people?" Andrew, who was one of the other disciples, spoke up. "There is a boy here who has 5 small loaves of bread and 2 fish. But what good is that to all these people?" The ground was covered with grass, and Jesus told his disciples to have everyone take a seat. About 5,000 men and women were in the crowd. Jesus took the bread from the boy, placed it in his hands, and gave thanks to God. Then he passed the bread to all the people. He did the same with the fish, until everyone had plenty to eat. There were even leftovers. After Jesus performed this miracle, the people began saying, "This must be the prophet who has come into the world." Jesus realized that they would try to force him to be their king. So he went up on the mountain where he could be alone. So, what does this reading teach us? In truth, there is much we can take from this reading. We can see the miracle of the loaves and the fish as a reminder that God will always provide for us when we are in need. Or we can pull another message if we concentrate on the words of Philip and Andrew, who did not believe Jesus could feed the thousands of people with 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. Let's face it, for all the mathematicians out there, we know there is no mathematical way to feed 5,000 people with 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. But Jesus did just that. It serves as a reminder to us to believe in the impossible. And I think this is why we are finding success with online learning. Did you know we were one of a handful of schools who met the students the very first day of remote learning? And why is that? It is because we believed we could. We were unafraid of failure. And if you think our faith didn't play a role in it, you are mistaken. Our faith drives us in ways we don't always notice and don't always realize. So I encourage you to continue to believe and continue to have faith. God will give us all that we need. And on a much more surface level, Jesus fed us. I have found food to be a very comforting thing during this shelter in place. I have made all kinds of treats and experimented with some old recipes. I now make a mean Heath Bar chocolate chip crunch cookie. And in honor of the football draft, Mr. Webb made chicken wings last night. They were better than any wing I have had at any restaurant. And believe me, the Webbs are connoisseurs of chicken wings. And maybe that is what needs to happen next. Let's share our best recipes with one another. What is the ultimate comfort food for your family? I'd love to know. But we can also not forget to serve those who are hungry if we are in a position to do it. Tomorrow, if you are able, Christ Our Light is holding another sandwich making event. You can make sandwiches and drop them off in front of the parish center tomorrow morning, Saturday, April 25th, from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. And if you are nervous about making sandwiches, then you can drop off non-perishable food for the food pantry. The reality is, people are out of work, they are hungry, and they need our help. Let us be the difference. And in that vein, today, I'd like to leave you with one of my favorite songs. The children know this because I always play it at school at the end of the day. We are a people of faith, we are strong, and we are a family. And if there's one thing my mother taught me, family takes care of another, family shows up and lifts each other up. So the song that I leave you with today is Go Make a Difference. Have a great day, RCS, and I hope you have a great weekend.
Difference, we can make a difference. Go make a difference in the world. Go make a difference, we can make a difference. Go make a difference in the world. Go make a difference, we can make a difference. Go make a difference in the world. Go make a difference, we can make a difference. Go in the world. We are the salt of the earth, come to let the people see the love of God in you and me. We are the light of the world, not to be hidden but be seen. Go make a difference in the world. Go make a difference, we can make a difference. Go make a difference in the world. Go make a difference, we can make a difference. Go make a difference in the world. We are the hands of Christ, reaching out to those in need. The face of God for all to see. We are the spirit of hope, we are the voice of peace. So go make a difference in the world. Go make a difference, we can make a difference. Go make a difference in the world. Go make a difference, we can make a difference. Go make a difference in the world. So let your love shine on, let it shine for all to see. Go make a difference in the world. And the Spirit of Christ will be with us as we go. Go make a difference in the world. Go make a difference, we can make a difference. Go make a difference in the world. Go make a difference, we can make a difference. Go make a difference in the world. Go make a difference in the world. Go make a difference in the world.